So, Tim, what is playing this Saturday for the Indigenous All-Stars mean to you?
Yeah, look, it means a lot. It's going to be a pretty special game, something I'll definitely look back on once I've finished up and go, it was pretty cool to be a part of it. So, yeah, looking forward to representing my family, my people and my culture. So it's going to be pretty cool.
And Cohen, yourself, mate, you haven't even made your AFL debut yet and you're going to be leading the ruck. How does that sort of come about? How does it feel for you?
Yeah, obviously the nerves are pretty high. I'm sure they'll be high getting towards Saturday, but yeah, I'm super honoured and proud to be a part of a team and, to play with TK first time would be unreal.
Have you thought about your challenge that you've got ahead of you, the two different ruckmen as well? Reedy will probably play as a big unit and Jackson's completely different, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like another midfielder, but obviously played against Reedy in the waffle, so got some tricks against him. I'm sure he's got some against us, so yeah, it'll be a good match-up. I'm super stoked to get out there and play, really.
Have you linked up with any of the coaches yet, boys, of the team? Have they spoken to you about how they want you to play, or has there been any chat about what sort of match plan will be?
No, well, I've spoken to Chance Bateman. Obviously, he's here at the club, so spoken to him a little bit. I think he's in charge of the mids, I believe. So, yeah, spoken to him a little bit, but yeah, haven't really gone into too much detail. I think, Xavier Clark and the rest of the crew, the boys, they all get here tomorrow. So we'll link up as a group for the first time tomorrow afternoon and go from there.
Do you have memories of past Indigenous games that you looked at and thought, wow, that would be pretty cool, like where the Goodsy was playing or whatever it was?
Yeah, I actually, I don't know, I must have missed the last Indigenous game that they've done similar to this. So I actually don't, but obviously, got a lot of memories of watching our, great Indigenous players, of the past play and for this initiative that the AFL is doing, I think it's great. So yeah, it's awesome to be a part of it.
Tim, who are you looking forward to playing alongside?
Yeah, honestly, been asked this a couple of times, but honestly, just all the boys. Like, there's so many of them, so many boys, like from top to bottom, stacked with talent. Some guys who, can play and turn the game on. So, I'm just, to be honest, I'm excited to play with all of them.
What about for yourself, Cohen? Who are you excited to play with? And then what do you think it's going to be like? I think this is going to be your first time playing at Optus Stadium. Yeah. What do you think that's going to be like?
Yeah. Obviously, I think there'll be a big crowd, so I'm sure there's going to be a good atmosphere. But yeah, as I said, definitely TK and Fly. I'm excited to play with them for the first time, and it's a really talented side. So I guess any of them, they're all guns across the league. So yeah, it'll be amazing to watch them and see how they go about it, really.
First full pre-season for yourself. Yeah. How have you sort of developed in the last 12, 14, 16 months, and how do you feel like your game's coming about?
Yeah, I had to chuck on some size. I was probably a bit underweight going into the last season. I had a big off-season, chucked on a few kilos to, go against those big boys like, Lam Reedy and whatnot. But, I've had a pretty big off-season, I would have thought.
Liam Reedy obviously is a big challenge. You're kind of lucky in the waffle last year, though. Yeah. There's a lot of diverse different ruckmen, from your Ollie Eastland, who's a bit more running versatile, to then a Scott Jones and a Liam Reedy, who's quite big. Yeah. Has that been helpful with your development, or what have you sort of learnt about the different styles of rucking?
Yeah, I think so. There's, the big boys, and then you've got the jumpers. So, different craft throughout the week, working with our ruck coach, Emu, just going through game plans and whatnot. It's pretty important to know what they're doing, but the diversity of different ruckmen is definitely helpful.
Hey TK, what do you reckon the small forward, deepest small forward position will be like? They'll all be lining up for that, won't they? All the boys that want to play deep in that position, because there's about 6 very, very good players.
Oh mate, I think that's going to be one of the biggest challenges in this side. Is, we're clearly lacking a little bit of height here and there, but how do you pick our forward line? There's so many guns, through there. So, glad I'm not the forward coach.
Do you reckon there'll be some guys going for marks, a bit of excitement there for the fans?
I think so, yeah. Well, as I touched on, we got guys who can, take some wicked marks. So, and we're clearly lacking height in certain spots of the ground. So, there'll be some boys who won't be afraid to fly, that's for sure.
Colin, you're obviously going to have a very talented midfield, whatever way it shapes up at your feet as well. Does it feel like just wherever you hit it, you're going to have someone run onto it?
Yeah, hopefully get it down to them, but I'm sure if the other ruckmen do get their hands to it, TK will be onto it, so it'll be good.
Are you going to have a bit of help you expect from someone like Jeremy Finlayson, who's done it a bit at Port?
Yeah, I think he'll come through, and I know maybe Ash Johnson, but yeah, we don't know too much yet. I'm sure, someone else will be following through.
What sort of attitude to the game will the players take, do you reckon, compared to an AFL game? We haven't played an AFL game, but do you think it'll be a full-on attack at all costs, or do you reckon, what do you guys think it'll be like?
Well, I think my mindset, I'll be having a full go, and show people what I've got. I don't know about TK, but...
Yeah, I'd like to think it'd be pretty hot. Essentially it's a sanctioned AFL game, so we certainly don't want to lose, and I'm sure they don't want to start their campaign off with a loss either. So, it's a good question, but I'd like to think that it'd be on.
It'll be 35 too. I think it's going to be pretty warm by the sound of it. So the rotations will be there as well. You'd be trying to do that, move off the ground, on and off the ground quickly.
Yeah, I'd assume so. I'm sure. Most of the boys will. I haven't been told anything like minute restrictions or anything like that. So, I guess we'll just see how we go. I'm sure there'll be some players who will have to be managed a little bit here and there, but I haven't had the tap on the shoulder. So, it'll just be business as usual.
Have you had much to do with Sonny? Have you been reasonably close with him, or what will that be like, him being the captain and that? Yeah,
that's gonna be pretty cool. I got memories of myself being at South Fremantle and pulling up to train, and Sonny would hang about and have conversations with guys like me and Marlon Pickett and some of the boys just down at South. Like this is way back. So obviously watched him from afar growing up and that, and he's someone who I can always lean on, and I think 2019 we're both in the All-Australian team, and that was pretty cool as well. So he's someone I look up to as a big bro, and it's going to be awesome having him as a skipper on Saturday.
You've done a few pre-seasons now though. What's this one been like for you? Has it been different? Has it been really good? How have you sort of assessed the summer?
Look, it's been good. I think Minnie's been great. Him and the coaching staff are doing a hell of a job with the program at the moment. So, I'm just enjoying, the new, everything's kind of new. Like it's the same game, but just a new language, different game plan, all of that. So just enjoying the process at the moment, and I think as a group, we're getting to the point where we're sick of playing against each other and that. So the next step is obviously to do it against real opposition, and the boys will have a crack at that on Monday when Richmond come here to play them. So I don't think us boys will be playing in that because we're playing on Saturday, but essentially that's the start of our campaign. So keen to kick back and watch how the boys go about that.
Your name was thrown up a little bit last year before trade period, and then obviously you had a contract this year. Are you hopeful to re-sign at West Coast?
Yeah, look, definitely. It's probably something that'll work itself out. My manager, works pretty hard in that space, and for me, it's just about just honing in on what I got to do, get my body right. I'd be lying if I said my love of the game hasn't been great over the last couple of years. So for me, I'm just obviously there's a lot of contract talk and this and that, but I'm just trying to love the game again, and hopefully that comes.
Did that come with the struggles on the field when you say you sort of fell out of love with the game?
Oh, it's just, I don't know. It's been a tough few years, and I'm not the only one. There's everyone here has been working really hard and not really getting much reward. So it's been frustrating for sure, to say the least. But it's got to turn around eventually. So we'll see how we go.
This new style of play, it looks like it's a lot more like Richmond, eh? I mean, have you noticed that you've had to change the style of play a bit to adapt to what Mini wants to do?
Yeah, look, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't Richmond-like. It certainly feels that way, and it's been great. You know, guys like Bakes and Jack, yeah, they've been coming in and really driving it from the front. I guess these guys have seen what it's like as full power, and obviously had a lot of success with this sort of game style. So, yeah.
Exciting, eh? A little bit exciting.
Absolutely, yeah, really excited. So, yeah, you know, us boys keen to play this week, and then keen to get on with, you know, our campaign as a club.
Just on the contract stuff again, do you have any particular timeline on when you'd like to sort that out? Are you happy to go through the season, or would you like to get it done sort of sooner rather than later?
Oh, again, I'm not even really thinking about it, and you probably think no, you probably are, but I'm actually not. Yeah, just trying to get my body right, get back to having fun.
You definitely want to play on though, eh? It's not like you're thinking of snatching it. I mean, you're such a good family man, and you're not thinking, my time's almost up, or you might not start.
Oh no, I don't think I'm necessarily thinking like that. I think it's just, yeah, I don't think I'm thinking that. But again, you know, we'll see how it all plays out.